Apart from APC having serious crisis, PDP, they've got their own share of crisis as well. And it's becoming very obvious now that 2023 is drawing near. Personal interest here and there. And also Uche Secondus tenure will be running out very soon. So a lot of crisis here and there. But what Secondus has done, he's made bold move to end the war. Not long ago, a committee was set up, reconciliation committee, to reconcile aggrieved members within the party. The threat that a lot of PDP faithfuls are going to be moving out, and just to see what their grievances are. When Dave Umahi moved from the People's Democratic Party, he started laying allegations against PDP that the party they mismanage things. They don't. He said a lot of things that the party doesn't serve the people properly. So it was a time that PDP thought that, okay, things are going this way. And even if even at that point, when APC received Umahi, they boasted that PDP have not seen anything yet, that very soon they will claim all their governors. So there was no better time than this to set up that reconciliation committee ahead of the 2023 general election, and there are other elections before 2023 governorship election. So Uche Secondus right now, he's made a bold move to end the war. Meanwhile, let's recall that he has been criticized, and this one is a shocker. He was called out that he's actually the reason behind the Cold Wars, behind the different crises showing up at different state chapters, that he's just keeping quiet, he's not doing anything as a national leader. Maybe as a result of all of those criticism, and because he's been called out as keeping silent, he has decided to act, to step in and end the war. We'll bring more details shortly as to the move that Uche Secondus has just taken. But before we carry on, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Thank you once again. PDP National Chairman Prince Uche Secondus has moved in to resolve the crisis rocking the party. Recall that there has been a power tussle between Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State and a former governor of Ekiti State, Peter Ayodele Fayose. The crisis has been threatening to tear the People's Democratic Party apart in the southwest. Whereas Makinde inaugurated a reconciliation committee chaired by a former governor of Osun, Olagbosoye Ayinola, to resolve the leadership crisis, Fayose had kicked against and set up the group, alleging that its members were merely handpicked by the Oyo governor. Fayose went ahead to establish his own committee, which had acted as a stiff opposition to the Oyinola-led panel. Secondus has now called on Seyi Makinde and Ayodele Fayose to settle their disagreement. Speaking recently through his media aide, Ike Abonyi, Secondus advised the two factions to approach the Bukola-led Saraki Committee for resolution. Abonyi said the crisis in the PDP Southwest is as old as the PDP itself, whereas Secondus became the national chairman in December 2017. Let them channel their problems to the Saraki-led Peace and Reconciliation Committee set up by the same Secondus. If you put your house in order, outsiders can do nothing to its foundations. I wouldn't say this is it's a coincidence. I stated a couple of days ago, Uche Secondus was called out of not playing his role as a national chairman, that his duty is to ensure that all across the chapters, all PDP chapters, all the different states, that everything is going on well. We know very well that there must be crises here and there, differences. As a result of differences, people have different opinion and personal interest coming in as well. So all of these crises will definitely show forth. And Secondus was accused of keeping silent, most probably taking sides. The recent crisis that shook the party in the southwest is that of Ayodele Fayose, former governor of Ekiti State, and the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde. And the issue there, they are all struggling. Who is the leader of PDP in the southwest? Fayose says, I'm the one. It's so funny, these guys. They set up reconciliation committee. Makinde set up his own. Fayose said it's not going to work, that those people, they are all his loyalists that will do his bid. Fayose set up his own as well. So that was what led Secondus to set up a National Reconciliation Committee headed by Bukola Saraki, former Senate president. But even with the Bukola-led Saraki committee, it still didn't end the crisis. And Secondus was called that what is going on? If you are keeping silent, that means you are behind all of this. You are responsible. You need to act. So right now, he's actually come out to speak regarding the crisis and made the decision that this is the final decision that, you know what, any crisis, internal crisis, meaning that he has disregarded those internal reconciliation committee that was set up, the one set up by Fayose on his own end and the one set up by Mekinde. He stated that right now, anyone that has got any grievances should head towards the Bukola Saraki led Peace and Reconciliation Committee, that is the one they should look to. And he left them with a word that, you know what, the first thing we need to do, 2023 is just around the corner. We need to put our house together. If our house is not together, it will be easy for the foundations to be shaken. But if our house is together, no one can come from outside to come and shake us here. They believe that, PDP, they are hoping and believing that the electorate, Nigerians, will vote them come 2023 back into power, since 2015, when Goodluck Jonathan lost to President Muhammadu Buhari of the All Progressive Congress. PDP have been really, really looking forward to coming back to power, to take over power. And that is that is where all these crises are coming from. Also personal interest. But let's hope that this bold move that Secondus has taken to put an end to all of these crises and to actually speak to Seyi Makinde and Fayose to settle their differences. Let's hope that they will put aside their differences, and also they will be ready to, it's all about compromise. They'll be ready to compromise and think about the good of the party. If they're actually thinking about Nigeria, because you know very well that Ayodele Fayose is one of the major critics of President Muhammadu Buhari. He doesn't mince words when he wants to spit fire, expose or criticize Buhari's policies. So if they are all looking towards a better Nigeria, for better governance, and for the electorate, for the masses, for the citizens to get good governance, then they need to come together, settle their differences, and see how they work together towards 2023. Thank you once again, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye for now, and God bless.